Hi guys, thank you for watching. Welcome to this video and to my channel if you're new here. My name's Debbie if we've not met before, and every month when it gets to the end of the month or early on in the next month I always post a monthly makeup haul, and this one's not going to be any different, although it's a lot smaller a haul I would say. I've been very conscious of what I've been buying makeup wise and only trying to bring things into my collection that fill a gap or that I really want, so being a lot more selective. But I have got some makeup to show you. I've also got some kind of beauty related accessory kind of items to show you as well. And I'm going to round off the video talking about a couple of lifestyle things that I've been enjoying. So kind of a hybrid between a haul and a favourites video, if you will. So the first thing I want to show you, the first thing I bought very early on in the month was this stack from Melt. I've been trying to collect all of the Melt stacks and this one was on sale on Beauty Bay. So I couldn't resist. It was down to £24, which is a bargain for Melt. And it's got some really nice warm tone orangey shades in it. So you've got like a kind of rusty shimmer shade there. You've got a super bright orange shade. You've got like a bit more of a terracotta-y shade. A coral shade. And a duochrome sort of pink to gold kind of shade. I don't know if the shift is going to show on camera. I've used this stack on my channel. I did a get ready with me for date night and that's the product I used in that, so I'll link that one up there in the cards for you if you want to check out how they perform. But really been enjoying them so far. I love the Melt formula, and as I say, I want to try and get all of the stacks, so it made sense when I saw that one at half price to pick it up. And then also around about the same time I was looking for a new foundation because I've maybe only got about 3 or 4 foundations in my collection, and most of them I'm not very fond of. They're too full coverage, or they're too light for me, or they're too yellow for me. So I'd run out of anything good that actually really suited my skin, and so I was looking for something else. And one of you guys mentioned that this was a good foundation, or this brand in particular, so No7. I decided to pick up the Stay Perfect foundation. Had a little chat with the sales rep in the store, and she said that she thought for what I wanted it for, this would suit me because I wanted a glowy foundation that was kind of medium coverage. I'd say this is light to medium. It takes a lot of building up, but you can build it. And I've worn it probably 3-4 times now, 4 times I think, and I'm having a good time with it. I'm finding it, you know, it does look really nice on my skin. Doesn't necessarily cover everything that I want to cover in terms of like my freckles and whatnot, but I can normally cover those with a bit of concealer. But what it doesn't do too badly is cracks sort of here, and I think because it looks a bit more like my skin tone, it is suiting me quite well. The shade I've got is Calico, and this was shade matched in store with a little tool that they use to get a reading, so you get a really accurate match, because I find that difficult. I've never really understood what my undertone is. I think I'm kind of neutral to cool toned, but I've never really got the foundation shade perfect, and I normally have to manipulate it in such a way to get it to look right, you know, with bronzer, powder, etc. So, and for years and years I've just bought the shade whatever says ivory, and I've just sort of gone, well, that'll be close enough, you know. But there's so many shades now in foundations that it's really difficult to actually choose. It's great to have that amount, but it's difficult. So to have a tool that shows you exactly which one is your shade match is perfect. So I've been really enjoying it, and I don't know whether I can recommend it to you guys or not yet, because I've not used it enough to test the wear time, for example. I've only put it on for videos, so really need to wear it a bit more, but loving it so far. And I picked it up for £13 by the time I'd got some discounts buying other things in Boots, which is where I bought it from. So then the next thing that I got was from Morphe. I bought 2 things from Morphe. I had a code sent through to me which was lucky for Lunar New Year, and it got you 18% off, whereas you normally can find codes for 10% from Morphe, but I thought 18 is pretty good. But you have to spend over £20 to get free delivery. So by the time I'd put this item in my basket and got the 18% off, I then didn't qualify for the free delivery, which is probably why they do these things. But the item that I wanted was this, so the 35i palette, which is the Icy Fantasy. And I've watched a few videos on this before I pulled the trigger on it, because I wanted to be sure that it was for me, and some of them seem to be positive and some people don't like it at all. I've not even swatched it, so I can't tell you. But that's the shades inside that one. So super pale pastels. It's got a pressed glitter, which I'm not a fan of, but I'm just scared of them really. I think they look lovely on the eyes, but I'm just a little bit worried about using that. So I'd use it very sparingly if I do, and very carefully. But I wanted it more so to use as transition shades with deeper colours. So I thought the chance to have this amount of shades, all in various tones, for the Morphe price point, you know, it just interested me. And I think it's one of the most interesting releases in terms of colour story from Morphe in a while. So just wanted to try it out. It's got a lot of like lighter tone shimmers as well, which would be great for inner corners or on top of cut creases, for example. So I don't expect it's going to rival the quality of my favourite pastel palettes like the Nomad Cosmetics Tokyo Harajuku or the Shroud Cosmetics Creepy Cute palette, which are both fantastic. I don't expect it to be that sort of quality, but I kind of know that going in, and for the price, you know, £25 or whatever, I think for 35 shades, as long as I know that going in, I think it's going to do what I'm looking for it to do. But I'm going to film with it soon, so I won't say much more about it, and I will try it out on camera so that we can see what I really think of it. But as I say, to get me back over the £20 shipping limit, because by the time I'd bought that and then put the code on, I was below it, decided to pick up something else. So I picked up a bronzer. This is one of their Brontours, which is like a contour powder and a glowy bronzer in one. So that's it. It looks super dark. This is the lightest one they do, and the shade name is Frenemy. But everybody, I was reading all of the reviews on it, and everyone said that it does go really nicely with pale skin like mine. So I think if I use it very sparingly, I'll probably be okay. It looks very warm tone. I wouldn't use this as a contour. I think that's way too warm as a contour. But I think with that shade laid down as bronze and then the more glowy one on top, and probably some of my glowy powder over the top to kind of like diffuse the colour a little bit, I think I'll get it to work. And I was just curious to try the product out. So picked both of those up, and they only came a couple of days ago, so I've not, as I say, touched them or done anything with them yet. The other thing I've picked up, which is the last makeup item, and I'm so excited to have, is the Barry M Wildlife palette. So I've shown on my channel the other two palettes. They had a snow leopard one and a tiger one, and I've shown those already. You guys seem to really be interested in them, and I just think they're a fantastic concept. So I've got the Rhino one. I'll show you the shades inside. I've not even taken the plastic off, as you can see, but that's the shades inside that one. So it's a neutral palette. It has got a glitter in it though, but neutral shades with a pop of green and a pop of teal in there. And I've also got the Pangolin one as well. And this one is right up my street because it's all bright, beautiful colours. So I'm going to do a video on those, probably going to film that tomorrow and put both palettes into one video like I did with the other two palettes. But this collection had nail polishes as well. I did pick up one of the nail polishes, so I'll show that when I do the video. I've not got it with me right now, it's downstairs, so I'll put that into that video. But it's just like a peachy kind of colour, and it's one of their gel polishes. And they also do some lip balms. I think there's two of those, but they only had one in my store. But I knew they were going to be released in Superdrug on the 29th, so I was there straight away, and there was only one Pangolin one left. So if you want these, don't sleep on it, is my advice on those, because they're only $7.99, they're fantastic quality, and 20% of the profits go to the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation, and whichever palette you choose, the money goes to the conservation of that particular animal. So if you choose rhino, it goes to rhino, etc. But I had such a good time with the other two palettes, I decided I wanted to support the cause and also get any other palettes that come out in this wildlife collection. And I think this is going to be an ongoing thing. They're all numbered, so you know, I think there's going to be more. Like the Pangolin is number 3 and the Rhino is number 4. So I think they're planning to bring out more, and they're just such a nice little size and cardboard packaging. So as I say, I'll go into a lot more detail on those in the video that I'm going to film very soon on those. So that's all I got for makeup. So what did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. That's not bad for me at all. So I'm really pleased with myself that I've pared it down and I've only got the things that are really, you know, that really appeal to me. I have got an order coming as well from Juvia's Place, but only a very small order. I've picked up the berries palette. They had 4 of the mini palettes and I picked up the berries one. And I've picked up the Serafina blush because I wanted a corally tone blush and that was in the sale for $6. So thought, why not? So they're on their way. They're somewhere between America and here. Don't know where they are, mid-flight I think. So hopefully they'll be with me next week sometime. So moving on to some other things that aren't makeup. You may have noticed that I've been wearing a lot more earrings lately, or you may not have noticed, but I've got some in right now that I've only just recently bought, and I've got loads more to show you that I bought in the same haul as these that I've just not worn yet. But I've been really getting into big statement earrings. I used to always wear just like tiny hoops or just something kind of that I could just leave in all the time. And then since having my channel, I just feel like earrings have become a real thing because they're such a way to change up your look. Like you can only see me from sort of this point up, so hair and earrings really make a difference, I think. So yeah, I've been getting into that, and particularly the ones sold in Accessorize. So I've still got these ones on the Accessorize card because I've not worn any of them yet, but I've got those ones, which really nice big stars. I'm really excited for those. All of these that I'm showing you, I got them for 70% off, so I paid either £2 or £3 for them as well, so gotta love a sale. And I got these, which are super pretty droppers. I got those in the pink colourway, and I also got them in like a black grey sort of colourway as well. And I got these ones. These are ultra heavy though, and they do jangle a little bit, so I don't know how good they're going to be for my channel. Probably have to wear them and then just take them straight out when I film with them, but they're beautiful. I love them. And then I got these as well, which I thought were really Gypsy Rosalie. I just thought they look like I'm going to be doing some fortune telling or something, but they're just really pretty. I just really like the bits that are coming down here, you know, all the danglies on them, just gorgeous. So yes, I've been loving my earrings at the moment, and always on the lookout for bargains. I'm not going to be paying like £10–12 for them. If I can find them for £2 or £3 and wear them for videos, then that's perfect. So I've been getting into that, and hand in hand with that, I've been getting into my hairbands as well. So you guys have probably seen me wear hairbands before. I've normally gone for really thin sort of ones, but I've been getting into the more statement ones, and again, Accessorize have had a lot of those for £2 or £3, and they're normally £16 each in there. So I'm going to show you the ones I got because I'm really excited about them. So I got this one here, really wide one actually, almost looks like a scarf when it's on, but it's like velvety sort of stuff, and then you've got the balls on it there. And I got this one, which is so pretty. It's all got little stars and beads and sequins and everything on it. So, and that one's quite sort of a baggy sort of material, so that will look like a scarf I think when it's on your hair. And I got this one because I thought a nice coppery one would look nice. And I quite like the ones with the knots on the top. I got an animal print one because I love animal print. It's one of my favourite sort of prints. So, and I love pink and black together, so I had to have that one. It's got like an iridescence in that fabric, and then the black fabric is like corduroy, but really pretty. And I got this one, which has got stars on, which I think will go nice with the star earrings. And this one's a black velvet with little beads of the stars on it. So they were all from Accessorize in the sale for either £2 or £3, depending on how much detail was in them. And then I also got this one from Primark as well. And I think this one, I mean, Primark's a budget store and everything's really inexpensive. I think this wasn't in the sale, it was only £2 even then. And the fabric is like silky sort of feeling. It feels really nice quality. And you've got a rose kind of print on that black on that side, but then a different fabric on that side, and then the knot in the top. So I think that one will look nice for like a bit more of a retro kind of look. Probably wear that for a Valentine's tutorial or something, because I'm going to be doing some of those very soon. So that's all of the headbands that I bought. So that's really all I've bought in terms of shopping. And moving on to favourites for the month, I've only got a couple of things because I don't have time to do much lifestyle other than YouTube really. But I've really been getting into, well, there's two things. On Netflix, the show You, oh my God, it is so good. It's addictive. I don't watch TV, as I say. I just don't have time for it. I'm always either watching YouTube or filming YouTube, but I devoured that series in 2 days. I'd seen the first series already, and I think the series had 10 parts, but just literally made the time for it and watched it back to back. So probably why I haven't uploaded quite so much as I might do, because I got a little bit addicted watching that, but it's such a good series. So I need to find another one now to replace that. So if you guys have got anything that you think I might like, then please let me know. But other than that, the only other thing I've been doing, which you can do while you're doing other things, is listening to podcasts. And I'm just loving podcasts at the moment. And it all started really because I wanted to support Samantha March and her Start Inspired podcast, which is incredible. If you're not listening to that, then I highly suggest that you do. It's so good. She's just so motivational, inspirational, just so real as well. So I've been really enjoying it. And then on one of her podcasts, she mentioned podcasts that she likes to listen to. And she mentioned the Approachable podcast, which is Samantha Ravndal's podcast with her friend Alyssa. And it's like having a couple of friends just bantering and chatting, but they talk about, the concept of it is talking about subjects that are a bit less approachable, you know, things that you don't want to talk about necessarily. So mental health, loss, I'm trying to think breakups, just all sorts of topics that affect everybody at some point in their lives, but just making them an accessible topic and just talking about them. And there's lots of humour in there. They tell their stories and bring the whole topic to life. They occasionally have guests on as well to talk about issues. So I've been really loving that, and it's something that you can do, you know, whilst going out in the fresh air and having a walk. You can be listening to a podcast or in the car. I'm stuck in traffic like for getting on for 2 hours a day most of the week, so it's definitely helping to fill the time. So that's really all I've got to say in this video, but I've managed to get through fairly unscathed through January. Oh, it's been a long month, hasn't it? But in some ways it's been short, and we're February already, but it sort of felt like, I don't know, it's the darkest and most gloomy month of the year in the UK, and I've never got any money in January, so it's quite hard to get through. But I feel like so positive right now and just can't wait for what's coming next month. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you're new to my channel, then thank you for watching, or thank you all for watching. Drop a comment down below, tell me what you've been loving this month. As I say, if you've got any Netflix recommendations or even music recommendations. I'm into all sorts of genres of music, and I love my vinyl, so anything that you might think that I'm missing out on that I might enjoy in that sphere, I'd love to know. So let's just chat down in the comments, guys. That's what I want my channel to be about. I want it to be a friendly, positive community where we can all just have a chat, and as I say, I do try to respond to every comment that I get. So I'll leave it there because I'm rambling a little bit now, but thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.